Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Phoenix House. I'm your host, Phoenix Lions. We're dedicated to helping you heal, grow, and thrive. Let's begin your journey. This week, we're shining a light on a subject that is often surrounded by fear, shame, and silence: domestic violence. Let's break the silence together. Behind many smiles are stories of pain that no one sees. Many survivors spend years feeling trapped, unheard, isolated, and afraid. Your story matters. You are not alone. Yet within those same individuals lies incredible courage, resilience, and strength. It's time to harness that power and transform your life. Today, we are creating a safe space for honest conversations about surviving abuse, rebuilding self-worth, and finding the courage to begin again. Our goal is not only to raise awareness, but to offer hope to those who may feel alone in their journey. To every survivor watching, I want you to hear this. What happened to you does not define who you are. Your story does not end with your trauma. You are stronger than the pain you've endured, and healing is possible. No matter what you've been through, you have the strength within you to heal. Believe in your power to thrive. Throughout this episode, we'll hear powerful testimonies, discuss warning signs, explore the impact domestic violence has on individuals and families, and share resources that can help those in need take their first steps towards safety and healing. At the Phoenix House, we believe that healing begins when silence is broken and truth is spoken. Thank you for trusting us with this important conversation. Let's begin this journey together. Surviving the storm, finding strength after domestic violence. Your scars are proof you survived. Your healing is proof you refuse to give up.
David, tell me who you were before any of this happened.
I was somebody who loved learning, tech, building things. I thought love worked the same way, that you just build it carefully and it holds.
What drew you to him?
It was the way he made me feel seen.
He pursued me hard. Flowers, trips. He told me I was the smartest person he had ever been with. I didn't know yet that to him, special meant owned.
When was the first time he hurt you?
4 months in, we argued about something small. He grabbed me by my shirt and put me against the wall. Then he cried. Told me it would never happen again. And I believed him.
How did things get worse over time?
It started small, but the cracks just kept spreading. Before I knew it, everything had crumbled. It followed a cycle. Blow up, apologize, gifts, calm. Then blow up again, but bigger, each time bigger.
The wall became a shove. The shove became a punch. And the punch became something I still can't always say out loud.
Was there anyone who knew what was happening to you?
No, and that was by design. He made sure of it. My friends, my family. Slowly, I looked up one day and there was nobody left.
Why didn't you leave?
I couldn't.
Because I loved him. Because every time I packed a bag, he became the man I fell for. And I was ashamed, a 6'3" man, and I could not leave. Who was going to believe me? Who was going to help me?
Tell me about the night that changed everything.
He came at me that night with everything he had. And something in me said, my story got told by everybody except me. Not one person in that courtroom asked what had been done to me first.
How did you survive inside?
Books, code. I taught myself 3 programming languages in there.
Tell me about the day you walked through the doors of the Nisi house.
I walked in with nothing.
$43. The clothes I had on, a bed that was mine, a door I could lock from the inside, counseling that gave what happened to me a name. They gave me back my resume, my identity. But more than all of that, they gave me back my self-respect.
What do you want someone to hear who is living right now what you lived?
Abuse finds whoever it finds.
What was the moment you realized you deserved better?
I kept leaving and returning. I would go to different cities just trying to start over. And then I would hear his voice and go back. I was loving him more than I loved myself.
What helped you find the strength to leave? I realized I deserved more than survival.
We were on Georgia 400. I called him out and he hit me. Twice, right in my eye. I had to call my job. When I came back, everyone knew. My eyes were swollen shut from his fists.
What would you say to someone who feels trapped right now?
You are not trapped. Your mind has you trapped. How do you celebrate your strength now?
I honor it by living fully, by choosing joy every single day.
I celebrate by being me to my core. For years, I thought love was supposed to hurt. That was a lie.
How did surviving change the way you see yourself?
It taught me I'm stronger than I ever knew.
Surviving made me look at myself through a different lens. I had to learn that the love I was pouring into him belonged to me. I found myself, and then I found someone who actually likes me.
What was the hardest part about starting over?
Believing I was worth a fresh start.
The hardest part was the lies we tell ourselves. I'm not good enough. No one will want me. I can't survive alone. All of it lies. And now I live a beautiful life.
What would you tell your younger self?
I would tell her, you are enough, right now, exactly as you are. Don't give your love to someone who uses it against you. You deserve peace.
Phoenix, may I speak to your audience?
Domestic violence is traumatic, and you live it over and over again in Mean Girls, in an insecure boss, in someone who wanted you and then rejected you, in family, in friends who should have known better. Nobody knows your trauma like you do. You are not who they said you were. Every name they called you, that was their damage, not your identity. The day you choose yourself, everything changes. Not all at once, not without pain, but it changes. The scars became less noticeable over time. But the words stayed. Being told I wasn't good enough. Being told nobody else would ever love me. Being called names until I started believing them. Being blamed for someone else's anger. Being made to feel like everything was my fault. Those wounds didn't heal when the bruises disappeared. They followed me. I could cover a scar with wearing long-sleeve shirts or long pants. I couldn't cover the anxiety. I couldn't cover the fear. I couldn't cover the way I questioned my worth every time I looked in the mirror. I stopped giving people eye contact. I trained myself to look down, so this person wouldn't think I was looking at someone. It hurt so much. The physical pain lasted days. The emotional pain lasted years. People saw me smile and thought I was okay. What they didn't see were the sleepless nights. The battle of trying to convince myself that I deserve better than what I was receiving. Domestic violence isn't always the hand that hits you. You are worthy. You are enough. You are strong. You are healing. And no one will ever have the power to make you forget that again.
My scars tell a story, but my survival tells an even greater one. One of the hardest parts of surviving domestic violence wasn't leaving. It was listening to the people who judged me for not leaving sooner. People always ask, why did you stay? But very few people ask, what happened that made you believe you couldn't leave? They see the ending. They don't see the years of manipulation that happened before it. They don't see how your confidence is slowly stripped away, how you're isolated from people who love you, how you're made to believe that you're the problem, how you're told over and over again that nobody else will want you. People judge from a place of safety. But when you're living it, things aren't always that simple. Sometimes you're scared. Sometimes you're financially dependent. Sometimes you're trying to protect your children. Sometimes you're holding on to the person they used to be. And sometimes you've been mentally broken down so much that you no longer trust yourself. I stayed because I was surviving the best way I knew how. And if you've never been in that situation, be grateful. But don't judge what you don't understand. Instead of asking survivors why they stayed, ask abusers why they abuse. Instead of blaming victims, ask what support they needed. Because leaving isn't always a single moment. Sometimes leaving starts in your mind long before your body ever walks away. It's rebuilding your confidence, finding your voice, learning your worth, and gathering the courage to believe that life can be different. So to anyone who judges survivors for staying, remember this: you weren't carrying their fear. You weren't living with their confusion. You weren't surviving their reality. And to every survivor listening, your story is not defined. There is no shame in surviving. The shame belongs to the person who caused the harm. And if nobody has told you today, let me be the one to say, I am proud of you. You made it through something that was never supposed to happen to you. And that makes you stronger than most people will ever know. You are a survivor. Just believe love is not supposed to hurt.
For so many years, I became the strong one, the listener, the fixer, the problem solver, the one people called when life fell apart.
So stay tuned next week to see how this goes.